Well, it's March the 25th on a Tuesday. Second raw hunt for the year. I got 50 yards away from a stag on Saturday, but the wind stuffed it. But anyway, just got here. Wallows. First wallow. I know where a wallow is up the top of the hill, and there's always stags roaring up there normally at this time of year, so I'll go head up there and we'll see how we go. I'm about to come out of the shitty bush and into some big native. Probably a rock pad here of a stag. On this ridge I nearly always, quite often spook a stag or a deer at the first thing in the morning when I do come up here, but I only come up here 3 or 4 times a year due to the fact that it's a well hunted area, but it definitely looks like a rock pad that hasn't been used that long ago. I know for certain there's going to be more than one stag in this face here, but will I find them is the question. Nothing roaring, apart from on the other side, and that stopped as soon as I roared. I will get into the open native and just keep roaring and climb high, and then I'll come down below the wallow hole, and there's a couple of nice ridges there that I've seen stags on before, so hopefully we can pick up something. But if there's no noise and see a deer, I may shoot it. I'll think about it. Probably 3 roars ago I roared from here, and just across there up on that ridge up there a stag roared, and I shot a nice big 8-pointer. The antlers are still over there. I could probably get them, but I know where they are. I might get them one day. Nice even head. Good news is seen no footprints of humans, and have seen a couple of deer prints, but it's totally quiet. Sometimes this time of year it's like that, but you normally hear a stag at this time of year in here. It is quite early though, so there's a good chance in another hour or two something might start up. I'm just going to have to climb really high. I'm going to be really high in actual fact, and then I'll go sidle and then sidle down and check out a wallow hole or 2 on the way. The wind's actually not blowing the best direction, but if I can get high enough it won't matter, because I can then sidle back with the wind. So that's the plan, but anything to my left here at the moment is probably just going to smell me. But it's only a very gentle breeze. So anyway, we've got a big climb now, a couple of 100 metres, and then I might do a bit of sidling. We'll just do a couple more roars when we get a bit higher up and see if something starts up, and I'll go turn the GoPro on if we get an answer, but otherwise probably won't film anything for a bit. Well, there's wallow number 4 for the day, and that's the biggest one. Always action around this one. I've had a game camera here before in past years and had stags in there roaring on February the 17th. I've never seen any really good stags, shaheeds and younger animals. But, I have seen one decent stag in here. I've shot a couple of reasonable ones. But yeah, it's time to go. Been going nearly 6 hours. Kept it a lot of ground. Haven't spooked anything. Clearly been the odd stagging round, but nothing's roaring, and there's just no lots of deer around either. The only thing that's been roaring is on the very far side. I think it's probably, unless it roars when I'm on the way out and I can pinpoint what piece of native it's in, I might go up there and see if I can stalk it through the scrub, but I think that might be it for today. Oh, just found a willow hole I've never seen before. Never been in this bit here before actually. This is only a tiny willow hole compared to the major one, which is a few hundred yards to the left. Clearly see some stag marks in there. It's on a nice terrace flat, just where you expect a stag to be in its wallow. But again, haven't spooked anything. Clearly there is a couple of stags in here. I've seen enough sign. And I haven't even gone down the ridge where the major wallow hole is. It's normally covered in big stag marks, but I'm just going to sidle sideways to it, but I probably won't quite get to it. I'll probably go underneath it. I'm just going to see what's around here. I mean, I've come from way up the top, so I've come down these ridges and sidled to a nice height, so I would have thought I would have had a good show to see a stag if it was higher up, but not to be today. And I've been roaring quite often and nothing. So a bit early in the season, I think, but normally they're roaring at this time of year. This time, the 25th, normally hear 3 or 4, but I've only heard one, and it's on the far side over there, but he's only done it a couple of times. Whew. Well, that was 6 hours, 6.5 hours. No success. So anyway, we'll have another go and try and get the stag on video maybe on Friday or Saturday.